Hi everyone, welcome to another My Voice Reigns Life, letting your voice reign is possible video. So y'all, I'm all settled into my new place. I got a few more things to do, but I'm settled in. And so now I can start back bringing you this motivational encouragement. Okay, so let's talk about how while we're going through the pandemic, we're also going through an emotional epidemic, okay? And I want to touch bases on this because this is real, what we're currently experiencing. And as I've said in previous videos, many people thought that, if we do X, Y, and Z, if we comply, then things would go back to normal. Or as soon as every single person in the world comply, the world will go back to the way it used to be. Let's talk about how that's not going to happen, first of all. You have people all over the world right now experiencing natural disasters due to many different causes. If you're spiritual, you can say, it's prophecy being fulfilled. If you are a conspiracy theorist, which some people say are just saying anything, that's if you believe that. I don't personally believe that. But if you are a conspiracy theorist, you would say, it's the government. If you are a person who believes whatever you want to believe, there's so many different reasons why you can believe what you want to believe, when you believe what you want to believe, whatever. There's so many natural disasters going on right now, and it is challenging our perception of things. There are food shortages over the world, and that's continuing to grow and evolve. You have farmland being sold so that GMO food can continuously produce at higher and greater levels. You have, it's something that's on the tip of my tongue, you all, that we all are aware of, that is going on in the world, but right now it's just not coming out because I'm thinking about how good that smoothie is I'm drinking. So I'm just breathing my way through this talk because I'm telling you all, there is so much going on. And if you're just gullible, you are subject to believe anything throughout these times. This topic of emotional epidemic could go so deep because when COVID broke out, when things began to shut down here in the US in March, you had people losing it, okay? Certain people were living in homes that they did not want to be in, period. So you're trapped. You're feeling like you're caged in, dealing with stuff that you necessarily don't want to deal with whatever that may have been. You have people who feel like, oh my gosh, I'm normally on the move 24/7. I can no longer move around and maneuver. I can't go to work. You have people who businesses completely stopped. You had people who felt like, I'm so used to connecting with people, and that lack of human connection is completely depleting me, because you have people that are solely dependent upon relationships. So there were so many things that were transpiring, you guys. There were people who couldn't even afford to pay their bills. There were people who could afford to pay their bills but chose not to pay their bills. There were people who decided to go out and protest and loot due to the things that they were encountering, experiencing. We were still experiencing lives being lost due to unjust purposes. Man, the list goes on and on and on and on. And even throughout the pandemic, We have been experiencing emotional epidemic. Now, you know, our people are experiencing emotional epidemic when you can see in the media that people are going through restaurants and fighting the people who work there. People are pulling out guns, shooting and killing. People just doing everything because the mental is off, or something in the mental has transpired that has reflected in the negative realm that allowed somebody to act in the midst of the moment and allowed them to do foolish things. So, you guys, when things shut down again, because they will, because it's going on in different countries now, you may get mad at other people because you feel like, well, if you did X, Y, and Z and this, there may be people who the suicide rate may go up again. I'm not going to even say may, it's going to go up again. Because some people just can't bear being alone, that lack of human connection. Some people can't just bear the mental. And when we're alone, that is the obvious time where the mental can work, okay, nonstop. And some people say an idle mind is the devil's playground, you know? So I want you all to stay encouraged. I want you all to know that it is possible to overcome this emotional epidemic, because we are so greatly and divinely created that we can overcome anything we put our mind to, absolutely anything. We can make it through days of being lonely. We can make it through days where the mental is trying to play tricks on us or reiterate the past and bring it back up into our lives. We can make it through the days of lack because it's human nature, and it's always been a fact that humans have made it through some of the most unimaginable things. So I wanted to talk about this emotional epidemic and just paint a picture of what these times truly look like. And in my opinion, I'm not painting vivid enough picture because there are so many injustices going on right now. There's so much hurt and pain in the world. There's so much turmoil. There's so much evil being shone on right now. The light is shining on the evil. The truth is starting to come into fruition. There are people who have gotten, and they are realizing it wasn't the right decision for them. And now they are feeling like, who can I run to? Where can I turn? What do I do? The mind is playing tricks on people. The list goes on and on, guys. So what are we to do? Are we to turn to each other and hate each other? Or are we to love each other through? Are we to give each other through? There are going to come times when our back against the wall, and some people we just won't be able to help. But you have to keep in mind the model that you've always had, that you've always been taught. Help those who want to be helped. Help those who can be helped. Help those who are interested in receiving your help. And those who are not, release them and let it go and continue to move forward, and don't feel the ounce of sorrow in your system because of it. Now is the time for the messages to get real, because we are real. We are going through a reality that we couldn't have fathomed from our childhood stage. When you're a child, you look at life as being so beautiful, so innocent. And a lot of people may call children naive, but children look at things from the way they really are supposed to be. I was one of those children who believed that everybody was nice. everybody was kind. Every being was filled with love. Every being was filled with life. And the more and more I got out there into the world and started to experience people, I started to know and understand that there weren't too many people that were like me, who had the kind of heart that I have. And there were some situations and things that transpired in my life that made me begin to change a little bit. And are we supposed to change who we are because of what we see going on in the world around us? Are we supposed to change who we are because everyone is not like us and can't contribute the same qualities that we can contribute? That's something to evaluate, right? That's something to truly sit back and think on. These are the times. Do not be fooled. Do not be manipulated. We were not created to be controlled. There's so much that this life has to offer, even now. Even now. Even through the turmoil, even through the chaos, even through the confusion. There's still a job for us to do. And every single day that we encounter other beings, we are to be living out in service and in purpose. And the way you service and the way you live out your purpose and the way you treat others reflects heavily on what kind of heart you have beating within your chest. The truth is embedded in your heart, no matter what kind of distractions come your way, no matter what way the enemy tries to belittle you or distract you and make you go into a snare. The truth is embedded deep within there. So no matter what is going on and no matter who is doing what, you continue to challenge yourself to do the best you can and be the best you can to yourself first and then to the other people around you. But don't forget, the Almighty is first and foremost. But in this earthly realm, we're on a different level now, you guys. It's a different ball game. New leaders, same leaders, with the same mindset and the same plan and the same goal equals what we see in the world today. I love you. I do have motivational shirts available for purchase, and I have motivational packages that you can pre-order, that you will get a complete package of gifts that you will absolutely love. And those packages are going to be $35. And if I have to ship it to you, you know you got to pay your shipping fee. But you're going to love it. So I want you all to keep me in mind. I want you all to keep my business in mind. I really need your support to continue to move forward and grow and evolve. I appreciate you. I see your love. I see your light. I see your peace and positivity. I'll be back to you soon. Always remember to let your voice ring.